Was Philippians written after Corinthians? I'm trying to reconcile him being married with what is said in First Corinthians 7 8. Um, Other people have asked that, and it's interesting. He's either saying, I think that's the one where he says, I'd rather you be like I am because of the upcoming problem. And he could be saying, I'd rather you be single like I am because of the upcoming problem. They try to torture your kids and your wife in front of you. And if you don't have any, then you're better off. So for an upcoming persecution, that would be better. But like it said there, he had a wife and he never took her with him because of the dangers of ministry. So in that case, he could be saying, I wish you were like I am. And right now I'm celibate because my wife is not here because there's no way I would bring her down here. Um, so knowing how to be married, how to not be married, how to be abound and not abound. So it could be either one. So again, it's an interesting thing. A lot of these things, when you look at them, see, because if that made it very clear he was never married, the church father would have to be wrong. And so, if the church father's right and that says what it says, is there a possibility they could both be right? And yeah, the timing might be a different thing too. Maybe she did die at the point, but we'd have to look at that and see. I'm not sure about the timing of Corinthians and Philippians. Any chance Paul was betrothed but not technically married? Yeah, that's a possibility. In the Jewish mindset, you could be betrothed at birth, a prearranged marriage. And the basic idea is if he would have grown up, for instance, and she would have decided that she didn't like him or he didn't like her, or one set of parents saw, realized that they were turned out to be a really bad person, then the marriage would be not nullified, but broken up. And since it was a prearranged legal marriage, you would have to actually get a divorce. That's just what they called it, rather than a uh, dilute, dissolving the marriage. There's a word for it, but so yes, that's a definite possibility. And so, in some people's minds, he would technically be married, but he would have never been married. So that's a possibility too. And then someone else pointed out too, if he was up to be part of the Sanhedrin, or a well, he couldn't have been a priest because he was Benjamite, but if he was part of the Sanhedrin, I think all those are required to be married. So